Hello everybody, Forrest Montes here. This year is ending and this is gonna be probably the last video of this year, so 2025. This will be some summary video and of course something in the end I wanna say about knife world. Before that, I'd like to tell you, and you might realize that I do some like outdoor gear reviews too, because I feel, when I go outside, I use so many things. I change stuff like backpacks, water filters, and lots of stuff I use. So maybe it is interesting for you or for someone else who is not only in the knife topics, because as I said, I'm a user of knives, so I don't own really much, maybe 1 2 knives, I can't remember now, only for like collection. So generally I bought them and I don't use them in standard way because I got another one for the same purpose. But most of the knife, 99% of my knives I use, and I bought them for that purpose, not to be displayed somewhere. And that's with the stuff I got, with the gear I use. So it's not only about knives, of course, if I go outside, so I love to have super great knives which suits to me, but of course I need backpacks, boots, and the trousers, and lots of these stuff simply I use. So I am picking up some best choices, and if I'm satisfied, if I can see a potential in them, in those gear, sorry, in the gear, so of course I'd like to tell you what I think about it, and if there is something you should avoid, like those running shoes Salomon just said. If you want to have some like long time served, or shoes for a long time, or if you don't care and you are able, or you simply want to buy new shoes generally in every year, and that's fine. But I'm more on that more or higher quality stuff as with a knife, because as we know, usually the more expensive knife is better. I think this one ends somewhere, of course, when you add the designs and looks some things. But I'm in the like user's position, so steel hardening, all the stuff where there are some shiny things which increases or rises the price. I don't care. So I don't need them in general. So back to knives. So I will do some this end conclusion. Of course, I usually use, and if I go for some to some area where I think I will need some gathering some wood, even for fire, or do simply some heavier, not heavy chopping. Of course, my kukri goes with me. But because winter time is here, I swapped the knife with this, my trusty friend. You didn't, or you haven't seen long time this one, that Bark River Tracker. This is a longer version. See that there is, the blade length is almost the same, but as you might see, not only the tracker is slightly longer, but the problem is, or the bonus why I swapped it is it's much heavier, so it serves me better for splitting and chopping when I'm outdoor, do something like this, or if I'm preparing fire for my, even on a cabin fire or somewhere else, or even at home sometimes I use this knife. So you haven't seen that for a long time, so there it is, guys. Still very functional, still very shiny, as you see, used. You can see it on it, and of course sharp. That's enough. That's what I like on my knives. So what I've changed, or what was the somehow change in my mind was, Ruike. I do love this Ruike knife, and of course I got this Workchamp Victorinox, and I swapped them. So this one goes with me in urban area thanks to the clip, because it's more easy, and because I added the tanto point there because I like it really. It goes with me in urban area, 240 something grams, and this is slightly lighter, I think. There is not the clip on it, unfortunately, but I got a sheath on my belt, so that's why this one goes with me now. Even those let's say tweezers, what I said when I remove fix. These tweezers are better, definitely, without question, than on this one. But what's important, I do like the handling for carving. So I don't expect to do long carvings, pronged carving with this, but it's more. This is more grippy, better for longer carving. So that's why I really like it. So, and I got a sheath, and in urban area I don't need sheath, so it saves me some space, the footprint. I carry this one, so both these are great. So I just swap them and simply carry this one. Great tool. By the way, all this stuff, all the knives I show you here now are great with this one. With this off, or if this accompany this, each or either of these accompany those knives. So even the cookery, even the tracker, either, or so both these knives are great for the accompany. Last time you see me, I will do more testing of this knife. This is great. As I said, this is pocket machete, really seriously pocket machete. If I don't do any stupid, and the stupid I mean when I chop, and there I will not keep the angle, and that wood will be probably harder or drier than I was thinking before, or if there will be any knot I haven't seen, chop, I'll change the angle. So this is AUS. Then I am worried to chip this one off there, somewhere there. Otherwise, for green stuff, greenery, this could be great job. I will do and continue testing on this one. Same as on Becker Pilot 2. By the way, it's not here now. So I bought it 2023. But that was great knife for the money, and I will carry on the testing. You're gonna see more about that knife. So this year, what I do like is this guy, Mallet, Thor Mallet, or I think, great knife. I've added, I swapped this one. I added this Ulticlip, but big one. This is bigger version. So great knife. Only what the downside is, it's really handle heavy, so it won't. So it goes this way. So that's when you carry it, you have to be careful how you carry it. Actually, I tried to add the T-clip on it, so same guy like this one, but I wasn't able. I needed to drill a hole there, and to be honest, I said I don't want to destroy. I like the sheath. I like how it looks. I will do another sheath for myself for this knife, and where there will be the T-clip. So I will have, like normally, these two or two sheets for knife I really carry, and I like this knife. So Thor Mallet, I highly recommend this knife. I made it sharper, that's what I want to say. It's not as sharp as I wanted, but now it's great. It locks your hand. It's tough enough, 5mm, CPM M4, so tough steel, not fine tip, so you can use it really even for piercing, stabbing, for cutting. So this is all around tool. You can even scrape the filler or something like this one on the spot here. So this is really great knife. The reason I don't have the Medford here, because this is a long knife I bought I think 2023 too. This knife, zero tolerance. Which one was that? CPM M4 again, but I forget the number. Sorry guys. Oh my god, shame on me. This is new knife 0203. Sorry guys. Sorry. 0203, great. CPM M4, as I said. This is steel liners there, G10 handles. This is great knife. Interesting was before I bought it, I saw many on like second hand shop. I don't know. So somebody bought them and said, oh, "Okay, I don't like it," and they sold them. I don't know why, because okay, if that will be for business purposes, of course, so get some to make some money, okay, then I got it. But if somebody said, I want some sharp knife, modern, everything should be all right, and then he buys it, I don't like it. Of course, you don't have it in your hand, then everything could be different. But as a performance, it's almost great. You saw I checked the lock. It's great. It's absolutely fine. Sharp is still sharp. I haven't changed it. I think this is still the original sharpness. great for carving. It's actually in my pocket when I'm outside on my cabin or somewhere else. So this is my pocket knife there, and it's really great grip, prong or shorter grip for your carving, for the thumb there, even for light chopping, I mean, for some branches, fine branches if we need it. Relatively fine tip, but not too fine, so great. This, when you hold it in this way, it's great. When you hold it in this way, it's great. So you can use it this way, you can use it for this way, you can use it for this way. Hey guys, this is a really great knife. I'm glad that Zero Tolerance went back from their, I think, their different path of knife making, and they finally made some folder which I do like, which is more like I don't know how to say that, simply great working design, not only with this kind of dual like the 350. I don't want to say those are bad knives, but you know, with this pronged tip, so more pointy, but very useful blade. This is simply very useful blade design, and the handle is great for really when the curvature is there, so you are there, you're locked there. This is a really great knife. Even with this, they don't do standard like let's say the cold steel, this one, the those screws are simply roundish, so standard, where kind of D-shaped, you know, for you can tie it with one hand. But this is different story. This and this, you can tie it up with pliers. You don't need any screwdriver or something like this. That one. If you don't have this T, I don't know which one is that, then T10 or maybe 12, then you are screwed. Here you got your pliers, even on this one, and you can tie it up, loose it up. That's great, seriously. So I do really like this knife. Last plus for this year, this is my EDC since I bought this knife. This is every day with me, if it's possible. This is every day with me. The Tor Darter T. Unfortunately, the Darter S was, I think that was a mistake, guys. So if you want, and somebody asked me about that, if you want some great EDC stuff, great EDC knife, not cheap, but it can do lots of things for you, and it's relatively light. It's 175 grams, something like that. So it's, I don't know, 7 ounces, 6.5, something like that. Sorry, just the knife without the sheath. But it's really light, but still grippy, thanks to kind of bulkiness of that shape. And this one, you were there, guys. If you squeeze it, you can do lots of stuff with it. You can use it in general around the camp, even at home. I can use it in my orchard when I do some fine things, because I've added a little bit finer edge than it was. But this is much better slicer than the Darter S. That's the point. Otherwise, the Darter S is alright, but as a working edge, this is much functional. So if you don't care, or if you are not one from the guys I said I hate Tantos, so you don't care about that, so the Tanto version is much better version. As a working knife, as a standard working knife for whatever you need, this is a really great tool. I really can suggest and recommend this knife. This is really great for the size. How tough is that? What you can do with it? Steel CPM M4, by the way, great sheath. I use the original. You see, I've added the T-clip, so this is really, and it's soft. I can carry it left, right, upside down, whatever. So this is a really great knife. So this is the knife of year, I would say, for me. And the last, unfortunately, this is minus. Who won't expected that? This is the Becker. I always forget, so almost forget how they call it. Sorry, guys. The Becker, this one should be very practical blade, and in general it is. But the point on this knife was that this one was too expensive. This one was really too expensive. I think this one costs somewhere like this knife, or maybe this one was, let's say, somehow more expensive, but not that much the price. And usually folders are more expensive because there's lots of moving parts and these things. So this is great knife like performance, but not for you have to pay. This is Magna Cut on it, but 3 millimeters. You know, the piece of I don't know, 7.5, 8 centimeters steel, 3 millimeters thin. So I don't understand the price. Becker Solingen maker. Yeah, maybe it's because it's made in Germany. I don't know, guys, but if this one will be that kind of Chinese CP, sorry, not CPM, of course. This 8CR or 9CR, that's 12 or 15 MOV, it will be absolutely fine for that thing you do with it. If that will be better choice, 154 cm or CPM 154, so much cheaper steel than this Magna Cut. Well, S35VN, so another great stainless steel. I expect these will be much cheaper, or this will be much cheaper, and it will perform generally the same, because this is really fine edge. This is a really fine edge. You see the tip, how fine is that? So, as I said, as a tool in general, this is great knife, but I don't use it that much, to be honest. It lies on my table, but most time I grab, if I need, I grab this one which is there, or I got another one there. So lots of knives around me. But yeah, as I said, this is great knife for the performance what it does, but not for the price you pay. That was a mistake in my eyes. That was a mistake to buy this. But what can we do? Maybe it's because it's made in Germany, but this is not really. If you compare I can buy 2 of these for 1 this in general, and is this one really that better than this one? I wouldn't say that. So that's what that was about knife. So I highly recommend this knife, really. And of course, if you got this one or this one to it, which by the way the Ruike is hard to see these days, and this folder, this is really great choice. Anyway, this year we had unfortunately 2 losses in our family, so that was really not something enjoyable, but that's life, unfortunately. But we need to carry on, you know that. So something more positive. Hope, guys, you will have great Christmas if you celebrate. I'm happy if you follow me, because I'm reaching about 1,400 followers, and if you follow me from a long time, there is a couple of guys which are with me for very long time. So thank you for that, guys. Fellowship around the fire and some others. So thank you for it. Usually I type you when we had a short chat in the comments, usually on the video. So I remember you guys. Thank you that you are with me, and this channel runs for 8.5 years, guys. I think 8.5 years, so quite a long time, right? So if you celebrate Christmas, then enjoy it. If you don't, so celebrate something else, what you like to. I wish you nice Christmas time. Enjoy it. Have a great new year, full of health and everything you can wish with your happiness. And so simply, generally, happy new year 2026. Thank you very much. Bye.